The Frankenstein curse is ruining modern women one body at a time. Let's hop into an example and then break this concept down.
I have this issue where I find almost no men attractive.
Shocker.
Like, it's really, really annoying. Because I speak to a lot of men, right? I'm very social. I love to talk.
You know what that means?
I find almost no one attractive. So, like, there's just, like, it just doesn't go anywhere, like, ever. I get asked on dates, I'm like, no, pass. And then when I do find someone attractive, I'm like, I'm obsessed with you. I need you. If I don't have you, I'm going to feel unwell. Like, I need them because it's so rare at this point that it, like, makes it extremely difficult. Or, like, even if they are attractive, like, even if, like, yeah, you're a pretty face, I just don't care to speak to them. Like, if I want to speak to someone, I will nonstop be thinking about, like, texting them or having a conversation with them. Stupid. But it's so fucking rare. Like, it's so rare, and I just want to have a cute little fun crush and, like, whatever, but I can't even have a crush anymore because I'm just like, boring, like, not interested, no desire for it. I need to, like, go to the gym.
So, we hear this same song and dance with a lot of modern women. I've boiled it down to the Frankenstein curse, and what I mean by that is when a woman mentally stitches together the best traits of past lovers, creating an idealized figure that no real man can match. This creates a patchwork of nostalgia and selective memory that haunts the present, distorting reality and breeding dissatisfaction. As Kevin Samuels would say, when you make the men of your present pay for the mistakes and trauma of the men of your past, there will be no future. We see this all the time with modern women, where they want the best of the best from the past man, and they want the next man to have everything that he had, and guess what? And more. No wonder it's impossible to date in the modern dating market right now. Women's standards are through the roof. And the thing is they're destroying themselves one body at a time. Let's go back and watch this clip. And when she says, there's one thing she says specifically that is a huge red flag. There's one thing that she says it's the biggest red flag. Let's just go back.
I have this issue where I find almost no men attractive. Like, it's really, really annoying. Because I speak to a lot of men, right?
I speak to a lot of men.
I'm very social.
I'm very social. That's another word for a runner. That's what that means. That means you're hitting the streets, you're talking to a lot of guys, more than likely you got a high body count. Okay, that's what that means. I'm social. Women try to use these words to make their behavior seem less harsh than what it really is. You're really social. Come on, we all know what that means. You're promiscuous. Say what it is. You have a lot of bodies. You talk to a lot of guys. You're probably ran. That's just what it is. They try to lie to justify like their poor actions and bad behaviors. You talk to a lot of guys. It is what it is, baby girl. You talk to a lot of guys. It's cool. But a lot of women do this, and it's truly sad because there's a lot of really good men out there. But this is what they have to deal with. Another way to think about the Frankenstein curse is, and I always joke about this, well, Mark had a good pee-pee, and Chris had a nice hairline, but Tyler was funny, but Ben had money. You see how the progression goes? They keep thinking that the next man is going to have what the past man had, but he's going to have even more. You're never going to be able to Frankenstein a man. The Frankenstein curse is in full effect right now with modern women, and they don't even realize it. But there's so many clips of this.
I'm not comfortable. In fact, I've tried really hard to be attracted to men who treat me well.
It's boring.
It's not only boring, but it makes me feel uncomfortable.
So, okay.
You can't make this stuff up. They want to be treated poorly. These women are telling you they want to be treated poorly. It's absolutely wild to me. But then look at this stuff. This is just like a meme, I guess, or just a screenshot. When the toxic and emotionally unavailable guy ended up treating you like, but it was but also the most intense physical chemistry you've ever experienced, and it feels like nothing will ever compare. It's truly sad. And this is the problem with women that have a high body count, is they start comparing the next man to the past man. And there's actually a study that came out from Dr. Helen Figg from Harvard University, which these numbers are absolutely alarming. There's an 80% chance that she stays married if she's a virgin. 39% chance she stays married if she's had 3 partners. 29% chance she stays married with 6 to 10 partners, and an 18% chance she stays married with 16 to 20 partners. 96% of women who have had 20 or more lovers never get married. Remind me again why the body count doesn't matter? Body count definitely matters. It's truly sad to see because there's a lot of men out there that want to be in relationships. And women are just self-sabotaging by going out there and bucking a lot of dudes. And it's just absolutely wild to me. But here's another scenario. There's a lot of women that I see online that have been proposed to. Oh, I've gotten the ring, but I said no. But I said this, I said that. That's also a problem. So here's a clip from the Whatever podcast.
Were you married?
Hell no. I will never get married. I've been proposed to twice, and I took the ring and then I sold it. Both of them.
You said you've been single for 6 years.
Yeah.
Are you currently talking to a guy?
No.
No sneaky links?
Nope. I don't have patience for a guy.
Have you sworn men off?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the perfect one will come along. The right one will
Stop the cap.
come along. Just right now, they're all trash. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because a lot of them I've had try to come at me where I would find out they were married or they had girlfriends. It's just garbage.
So she said all men are trash.
Pretty much. I
Who
mean,
here-
I'm pretty
who here-
sure there's like a percent there that's not.
What percentage of men are trash, do you think?
What percent? All ages, honey. There's young guys that try to come to me, older guys that try to come to me, and they're just...
You saying all men that you have dealt with are trash? Are you making a projection that you think the men that you haven't communicated with yet are trash?
All the guys that have tried to come towards me are trash.
So what percentage? I'm repeating.
90. I'm going to leave a small percentage because there probably really is good guys out there. But then if they're the good guys, they're boring.
This is why I say women are marketers and men are salesmen. Ladies, if you're sick of men that are approaching you and coining them as trash, more than likely it's because you're selling a product that's not worth something good. I'm just saying, if you want a man of value to be attracted to you, you probably shouldn't have your cans out. You probably shouldn't show your Chucky cleavage to everybody. You shouldn't have almost your entire tittage out on a national podcast that millions of people see. You're not perceived that way. Women are marketers and men are salesmen. Ladies, if you're going to sell a product that says, hey, I'm promiscuous, I'm looking for a good time, I'm looking for a quick buck, figuratively and literally, then why would you ever attract a man of value? Please, educate me. Newsflash, you wouldn't. Because no man of value would want that. Men of value want a woman that is exclusive to them. They don't want a woman that everybody's seen. They don't want a woman that's been online butt naked. They don't want that. Unless I'm wrong. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. But I feel like most men do not want a woman that's promiscuous. There's no badge of honor in wifing up a woman that's promiscuous. It makes you look like a complete buffoon and a fool to wife up a woman that's had her cheeks beat by a bunch of different dudes. It's truly sad, but a lot of women think that because they're promiscuous, they're experienced and men value experience. No, we do not. Men value inexperience, where women value experience. Because we've watched a clip where they asked these girls, would you care if a guy had 200 bodies? All the women say no, they don't care. If he was rich, had money, looked good. But then you ask the men, would you care if a woman has 200 bodies? Yes, every guy would care. Chat, let me know right now. Men, would you care? Let's say this woman had everything you would ever wanted in a woman, but she had 200 bodies. Would you care? I feel like every single man here would say, yes, I would care. Because a woman's past matters, just like a man's future matters. And if we know you've been ran through like a set of stairs, you got more miles than a NASCAR rally race, then we're not going to sit there and want to entertain that because we value your exclusivity and your inexperience. Women want to come in and live the good life with men. They want men that are experienced and older and know what they're doing. Men, we want to customize where women want to enjoy. It's a whole different philosophy when it comes to men and women. Here's something from Rich Cooper. I really like this. Women love feminism because fighting the patriarchy is easier than learning culinary skills, losing weight, being pleasant, and taking ownership. I always say accountability is the plague to modern women. And it's a sign, in my opinion, it's a sign of immaturity. Where women can't say, you know what, I'm the problem. It's truly sad. It really, truly is sad. Because there's a lot of men that want to be in relationships. But I also find this so funny to me because, you know, the divorce rate with lesbians is higher than any other divorce rate. I think the divorce rate with the lesbians is like 76%. The divorce rate with heterosexual couples, men and women, is like 50-something%. And then men and men is like 20-something%. But I saw this meme and was like, this is absolutely hilarious. How come studs don't have to be fit, over 6 feet tall, drive an expensive car, and make over 6 figures? Is it because they're women? They don't have to be held accountable at the same point? It's just wild to me. But here's a clip I wanted to show you guys that I preach a lot of the times that I say, don't open up to women, because if you open up, she's going to weaponize your insecurities. You can only tell a woman so much. This is pure proof of it right here.
If you open up to a woman, at least as a man, there's like a 98% chance that she's probably gonna ghost you or move on to a different man, okay? This tends to perplex a lot of people, and they often ask the question of why, and some people are just so jaded they stop asking why. They just decide that women are just like this and they live with it. But women often see men as ideas, not really who they are as an individual. So essentially, if you open up to a woman, you're becoming a real person. You can no longer fit in the confines of the idea, the box that she has placed you in. It's very similar to like if someone kidnaps you, right? They teach you to make yourself personal, like start telling them facts about you, etc., because it's supposed to be less likely that they end up murdering you or harming you. Because
you try to humanize the person that's kidnapped you to break down their guard,
because they can actually see you as a real person. Humanizing yourself, right? Yeah, don't humanize yourself with the woman, especially in the early stages of being in a relationship with her, whether that's dating or whatever, because she still needs time to feel a certain way about you before she starts accepting that.
Yep, it's truly sad. Women, y'all can do that from the rip. Y'all can be emotional, but men, we can't be. And dude, that's because navigating the dating scene can be absolutely brutal, but so can dealing with the aftermath of an accident. Have you ever been involved in a personal injury case? Over the years as an image consultant, I've worked with many clients recovering from workplace accidents, car accidents, and more. And I was actually shocked to learn how often people lose their personal injury cases. That's why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida of $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. If you've been injured in an accident, don't wait. You can go visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, to start your free claim today. Y'all know what time it is. Wait. Loki, free. This is some of that Doug's Dog Supplies kangaroo jerky. I think Loki's really digging this stuff, dude. Let's hop into the Discord and see what you guys got. See if we got some suggestions in the suggestions chat. Let's see here. I'll let him eat this for a second. Okay, make sure they're actual videos, guys, because sometimes in here, if I click on them... Okay, not reacting to that. Where's this? Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Loki, are you liking that, bro? Lord have mercy.
When a man wants to get married, he's only getting married truly for one reason. Because let me be honest with you women. The men can work and provide for themselves. He does not necessarily need you to cook, clean, and have sex because he can get sex for multiple women. They're giving it out. A lot of them can cook and clean. Their mother taught them, or they can pay someone to get it. The culture is telling them, do not get married. So why would a man go past what the culture is telling him and choose to have a wife? Because with a wife, you can now have love. You can now have nurturing. You can have support. You can have affection. This is what he can't get from a roommate. So if that is not what you're leading with in your relationships with men, is love, support, nurturing, and respect. This is why your husband is now pulling away, because in the beginning you gave him those things. But as you got into the relationship, you got bitter, you got resentful, you start seeing his flaws, start counting that against him, you start measuring him against other men, and now you're pulling back on the love, the affection, and the nurture.
Wow. Preach. Love it. Lady knows what she's talking about right there. Woman knows what she's talking about. And I feel like men, eventually we just get tired of it. There's only so much that men can deal with, and if we're showing up every single day trying to give you everything that you want, ladies, but then it's not reciprocated, I always tell men, go where you're appreciated. If you're not being appreciated, bro, cut and run.
You invited me out.
She asked me out, but expects me to pay the whole bill, $320. There's no way.
How about no? To come to eat. And that was not even my idea. That was your idea, right?
Okay, and the problem is?
And I'm offering to pay half, but you want me to pay the whole thing?
I'm the woman. I shouldn't have to pay anything.
The entitlement of modern women. I'm the woman. I shouldn't have to pay for anything. Are you kidding me, bro?
Yeah, I invited you out because I wanted to go out. That doesn't mean I have to pay.
That's why I always say modern women only want equality when it benefits them. It's funny that they don't want equality when it comes to opening up doors, paying for first dates, being the ones that have to stay on the Titanic when it sinks, doing all the hard jobs. They don't want equality when it comes to that. They just only want equality to the things that benefit them. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
No, this was your idea. Actually, I don't even have to be a gentleman to pay half of it.
Because you're gonna pay it all.
The fact that this woman stood her ground.
Dude, it's wild to me. But this is the modern woman philosophy right now, where they think that they are owed just because they are a woman. Like, well, I'm a woman. I'm owed this, right? No.
Can you?
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not.
You imagine you're a pro football star and you end up in jail with charges because you found out your fiance cheated on you? If you guys haven't heard about this, this is exactly what happened to Xavier Worthy. He had hired a private investigator and found out that his fiance was cheating on him. And because of that, for 2 weeks, he asked her to get out of the house, but she wasn't. She refused to. And then she started to destroy one of the rooms of that home. That is apparently also when she started to physically attack him. She called the cops, and guess what? She flipped the script and she said that he was attacking her. Well, you can imagine why. What happened next is what happened, right? He's the one that ended up with charges. He ended up in jail. Those charges have since been dropped since there was video proof of him not doing that to her. First of all, can you imagine that this happens to a man that doesn't have the same amount of resources as Xavier, and a man that just doesn't have video proof of what happened? That is...
Bro, that's wild to me. That's wild to me. When I was a single guy, I had a camera in my living room because, dude, you just never know. Dealing with these women nowadays, like, dude, you never know. I highly suggest having some surveillance at your house just because, dude, you got to be careful.
I have a video going viral right now, and unfortunately, some of you women in the comments are making me side with the men, so let's have a chat. If you're my mom, keep scrolling, and I'm not kidding, please keep scrolling. The video is about putting out on a Saturday morning and getting a bunch of chores done because my husband likes my poo nanny power. All right, the amount of women in the comments saying, I cannot believe you have to do that. Baby, I don't have to do anything. Newsflash, some women like getting their guts stirred before the sun has risen.
Like getting their guts stirred before the sun has risen. I like this chick.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Some women enjoy it. It's a win-win for me.
This woman goes on to explain that
I love it, dude.
Her husband doesn't make her do anything. That it is mutual because she enjoys it just as much as he does. This is quite literally exactly the goal for all men. They want a woman that enjoys it just as much as they do with them as a partner, because that woman will never treat it as a chore. What a lot of women don't realize is...
Dude, facts. I agree with that. You need to find a woman that it's is resonating on the same level to the amount of coitus that you want to have. Because if not, bro, when it gets later on in the relationship, it's gonna be real hard for you to convince her to want to do it when she don't want to do it, bro.
Woke chick freaks out on a dating show when bros just act like bros, and the answers keep getting better.
Do you know any good jokes?
Gender equality.
Oh no. Excuse me?
Oh no.
Can you just repeat that for me, number one, please?
I think you heard what I said.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. I don't think I have to ask the rest of the questions. Wow. Okay, number two, please.
Well, my girlfriend dumped me, so I stole her wheelchair. Guess who came crawling back?
Number four.
I like to work with charities for underprivileged.
The last one, I don't get it. I don't watch a lot of Sidemen. I don't really know much about that, but let's go back to the point of the beginning of the video, the Frankensteining. Chat, have you started to notice this trend? I don't know if a lot of you guys are in the dating market right now, or maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But it's a phenomenon we're going to see more and more as the years progress, because by 2030, 45% of women will be single and childless. That means there's going to be a lot of Frankensteining being done. Gonna be a lot of that. Gonna be a whole lot of that. When we're gonna be high and dry by this point, because they're not gonna have any men. This is why I say being promiscuous is awful. Like that Harvard study we looked at. If you have more than 20 partners that you've been engaged with coitus, you got an 18% chance. And the thing is, 96% of women who have had 20 or more lovers never even get married. That is insane. So you're telling me you're just gonna go run amok and get your cheeks busted? That's it? That's all you're gonna do? Like what a waste. Like in my opinion, what a waste. Not building a life with someone, having children, having a family, doing what I feel like God intended for us to do, right? What a waste to go out there and just have temporary fun. Because the thing is, the common denominator in your life, if you're really promiscuous, is you, which means you're just going to be more alone. Shots fired! But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Loki, did you have a good time today? All the way on your place. All the way on your place. Wow, you tried really hard, dude. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go to LeviNichs.com for all the merch and the ebooks, and book a one-on-one consultation with me if you'd like some looks maxing advice, relationship advice, or just a reality check in general. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.